So this is Isle of Wight Metro Driver Part 1 by Ayrton's 8. We could drive the class 455 on the Isle of Wight Metro. Morning driver, you'll start the day by driving the service from Ventnor to Ryde. Let the passengers board here before departing. So here we are at Ventnor. Remember, the Isle of Wight Metro replicates this route not in the current, in the old days, but as if track was re-put back down in not necessarily the same way. So if it doesn't look like the other Ventnor, then that's intentional, I think. You'll need to ask permission to pass the signal before leaving the station. This is due to a faulty signal. Right, let's just double check what we're doing. Yep, good to go. Pass to pass approved. Oh, I love that horn. Well, see, it doesn't seem to be making any noise, so... Coming into Wroxall platform for our first stop. Hey there, Joe, welcome. This is Isle of Wight Metro DJSP, so it's actually a workshop enhanced version, which actually adds quite a lot. I'll show the map view in a minute, once we get stopped at Wroxall. Just trying to get used to what the braking is going to be like on this train before I go sailing through Wroxall. Haven't made a tutorial on tunnels. No, I haven't yet, JPT, actually. Can you drop that in as a suggestion? Just put any old thing as the link requirement in there. But yeah, if you can put that in a suggestion, then I can take a look. I was looking earlier on for tutorials in the suggestion list, and there is only one, and I've done it, so... If you want me to do anything, make sure it goes in the suggestion list one way or another. That's what I'm looking for things to show. So we're south of the line at the moment, of what you would have normally seen as the Isle of Wight. We haven't got to... Shanklin, isn't it? It's Shanklin, the southern end of Isle of Wight at the moment. Right, so this is the Isle of Wight Metro route. So the bit that you're familiar with sort of is this bit coming down to, is it here? That's Lake. That's Shanklin. So it's down to about there. Up to there is the bit you're familiar with. So it's been extended down to Ventnor. It's been pushed across over here, and then you've got the line all the way over here. You've got the harbour up here at Cowes, and then you've got this line down here to Tottenham Bay. So it's quite a lot. It's all fully scenery. It's really good. We ran it previously. This is the first time we've actually run a proper scenario with it. Don't know where the signal is. Cease doesn't seem to be doing anything. I said Totland Bay, Fridge. I may not have enunciated myself carefully enough, but Totland Bay was what I intended to say. Slightly downhill at the moment. Sorry, I've just missed a bunch of stuff people have said because the window I've got for chat's really small. So I do apologise if I've missed something someone's asked me. I saw one or two people saying something. Yeah, someone talked about Isle of Wight earlier on. I think that Moggy's suggestion is the right thing. Unticket and reticket and then do a verify if you need to. I need a dedicated portrait monitor, yeah. I've already got 2 monitors. Problem is, in order to keep my eye on what I'm doing, I've got the chat actually on the same screen. I think you've seen it in a couple of my other videos. See you later, OMG trains. Can never have enough monitors. No, it just gets awkward, that's all, trying to work out where you're going to look for things and where you're going to put it. Need more monitors. Right, there's Shanklin coming up now. At one point I did have the chat briefly on the screen, Fridge, and I just didn't like it when I went and watched the video back. Thought it got in the way, to be honest. Could I use my tablet for chat? Yeah, that's a possibility if I have the tablet sat somewhere accessible. The problem is that when you're driving the train, you've sort of got your eye on what you're doing, so having something else to look at just means, you know, fail city. Why, is a glod 1,000 points here? Right, so we're coming up to Shanklin, which is where the route we actually rejoined the original Isle of Wight route. Now this has been extended and enhanced because it's 2-track. Oh, well, I'm never going to get it. I rarely get 1,000 points on most scenarios because I'm trying to do chat as well as It's like texting while driving. You just shouldn't do it. If I concentrated on score for the stream, then I would be restarting it all the time, not paying any attention to chat. And, well, I don't think that would be any much fun, to be honest. Rather bigger Shanklin than we're used to. Normally the track goes down to there and there's buffer stops there. Cheers, see you later, Chrissy. Well, absolutely, Josh. I'd love to respond, but C just doesn't seem to be doing anything. Right, Lake is our next station in 1 mile. Oh yeah, I forgot the auto hide mouse cursor. Limit as we come here. If it's in the list, Dorito, I won't forget it. Lake now. See you later, BK. Does this logo have a two-toned horn? Yep, I guess it does. Quite a long low tone there. Which 455 is this? This is the blue-grey 455. As in the SWT pack, not the 455/8. Not the 455/8. Can't really do a siren horn on this one, Fringe Styling, because that's the shortest I can do the horn. Right, we've got a 40 limit coming up for Sandown. Train Sim Live instead of Train Sim Recorded. Nice, WT. Totally let that go slipping over the 40 again. I was watching chat. Just make the other horn. No, because it's not loopable either. These are fixed instance horns. Have you ever done the V2 from the 04 pack on the stream before? No, I don't think I have run the V2. I might have done it in the very early days, but yeah, go for it, run it. Set something up and get it in the list. Nice cab. It's quite an old loco this, but it's quite a nice cab. It works well. Thompson made this one, Moggy. Oh, V2. Yeah, sorry, V2 was a RSDL one actually, I think. Why do I have an additional speedometer? Why not? Basically. Does remind me, it's not actually showing the right speedometer. It needs to be not that one. That one is the correct speedometer. The other one was in kilometres per hour. Right, we'll drop down to 40 shortly, and then we'll be into braiding. Right, we're below the 40 and coming into braiding. Well, it doesn't surprise me, Deadly Torito. The V2 and the A2 are both L and ER machines. Nice, Moggy. What route is the 455 on? It's for the Portsmouth Direct Line, Twarog. Hopetown, it was part of Up the Junction, and when the Up to Junction product was withdrawn, Hopetown went with it, basically. All get on. Whoop. Right. There was an 022. Was there an 022? What does an 022 look like then? I think there actually was an 022. I think Stephen's Rocket was an 022, wasn't it? What's he doing at the moment? Hey there, Dean. DJSB, I'm using the maximum anti-aliasing before you get to SSAA. There's no way this machine will cope with SSAA. Not a chance. Not and still give any kind of frame rate anyway. Saying this is pro tip: Steam controller makes for great camera work in YouTube. It certainly does. Any kind of controller will make Xbox controller, Steam controller. They all give you such fabulous control over the camera. Kloppermau was doing his thing last night, flipping loads of things. Just me flying around with the Xbox controller as the camera. Hey, Secret 6666, welcome to the stream. Main train on the Gemma will be the Class 90 for Express 360 is the newest one. I'm not sure it's the main one. There used to be 315s, 321s, but the high-speed main train is the 90. Am I any good at riddles, French styling? No, I'm hopeless at riddles. That's the line that heads off left, up through what is now the Steam Reserve Railway. We're carrying on and going up to Wight St John's Road. Britannia and Mark 1s. Rock on, DWR King class. That's more like it. You don't bury survivors, Fringe Starlin. That's not a riddle, that's an absurdity. And I might have heard it before once or three or four times. Whoa, that went down to 40. Why did it go down to 40? All of a sudden there was a 40 limit there out of nowhere. Three 2-1s are the main express train for the Gemma. They don't do the stopping lines. I guess it depends. The 321s, they're the main express train. There's probably more of them, I guess, if that's what you mean. Right, this is Wight St John's. You forgot to put your headphones in, Dorito. If the oldest is the father of the other one's son, the other one is the father. So it's father and son. I don't know. I'm trying to concentrate on driving. Dean, I'm vaguely aware of that project. I'm not aware if there's any official link to it or at all. I think it's just a community project. Traction Depot makes some really awesome scenarios on Steam Workshop. So it ought to be good. Tyrant 1, I probably didn't see your question. Try posting it again. Twarog, this train... Oh, 20 limit. This train doesn't come with PDL, it's a DLC for PDL. It comes with scenarios for PDL. Oh yes, nice one, husband and wife, very good. Right, 20 limit. 40 limit. I was going to look at that riddle, but it flew off the top of the screen. Tyrant 1 is difficult without looking at the scenario, to be honest. Right, we're heading for Ride Esplanade and then we'll be on to the pier. Right, this is Wight Esplanade. Good guy and a bad guy are in a bar. Good guy brings a bomb. Bad guy brings brandy. Only problem is the bad guy forgot something. I don't know. Fringe. Not a clue. Oh yeah, there's the hovercraft over here, isn't it? Is it still in this version? There it is. Look. Quick reminder of the map view. So this is where the station is normally at Smallbrook, I think it is. Yeah, Smallbrook station's about there. And then, sorry, here. Yeah. And then, so you've got the line then which takes you then off. It's quite a nice. It's a really nice route actually. Right, pier ahead, 20 miles an hour. Switching to 50 aircraft as we get to the station. Not a clue, French darling. Oh, I haven't seen Die Hard with a Vengeance, even the regular version yet. Yet Fringe. Checks out all the controls or goes for this. So I check out all the controls, Deadly Torito. The whistle is one of the first ones I do, but when I get hold of something new, I wave the mouse all over the cab to see what I can play with. I press all the keys to see what they'll do. After I finish doing that, sometimes I even check the manual to see what the manual says I can do. Stuart, TUFC, it's difficult to recommend a particular DLC without knowing more about you and what you've got and what your interests are. Dean, I've got no idea about about the link to Traction Depot. Someone gave it to me a while ago now, but I don't have that anymore. Need to rectify my lack of Die Hard. Yeah, you're right, Monty, I do. What did we get? 907. You know what? In my parlance, that's a gold. In the way this has been set up, it isn't. If I'm lucky, it's a silver. Yeah, it's a silver. But I couldn't have ever. I don't think it's possible to get a gold on that. Not with that little surprise 40 miles an hour that came up there. Never mind. That was good. That was good. It was a good scenario. There is a part 2, which will run that next week, and I think that takes us to west on some of the new section. Right, changing routes. Oh, pump cart to Kingswear. This is just a little shorty.